Hello, hello, hello. Hello. There we go. Hello, let me say hi to everybody. Hi, Layla. Hi, Ghost. Thank you for redeeming first. Hi, Masked. Thank you for redeeming your daily sunray. Thank you, Ghost, for redeeming your daily sunray. Thank you for all the shouty outies, everyone. Well, thank you for spending your last 10 minutes awake before you go to to sleep with us. Thank you for spending it with us. Hi, Ren. Hello, hello, hello. The music's a little loud. Hold on. I'm streaking here too. So many streaks today. Hell yeah. Yay, streaks. Yay, streaks. I'm excited. Ooh, yay, good stretch. Hi, Keebler Sweets. Welcome in. Thank you for redeeming your daily sunray. Was it like the really good stretch that like gets your like mid back or lower back between your back and your hips? That's always the best one. But hello. Today we are going to be drawing a rainbow cryptid. Um, I'll show you guys the rainbow cryptid that I worked on this morning, and we're gonna pick another one. So, what are some? Hi, Ghost. Um, what are some cryptids that you guys want us to pick from? Um, there's Mothman, there's Bigfoot, there's a Yeti, there's Fresno Nightcrawlers. What are some cryptids? I colored in Nessie this morning. Let's see, what are some other ones? A gigantic octopus, a chupacabra, a jackalope, a serpent. I would like a list. Is there a list of cryptids with pictures? There are. A mermaid. What should we do? I can tell tomorrow can be difficult. Aw, I'm sorry. Sending you lots of spoons. There's a Dover demon. We can make that one cute. A Jersey devil. A thunderbird. My birthday is in 17 days. I'm not ready. Happy birthday early. Hi, Chaos. Welcome in. I think we're going to do a poll. I'm just going to list a few that I think I can draw. And they're going to be rainbow. So I'm going to put Yeti and Bigfoot under the same thing. Let's do sea serpent. I'm not good at drawing humans, so we're not going to do the mermaid, I don't think. We'll do the jackalope. And then I think that's a good mix. Okay, we'll start the poll. Sad little squonk? What's a squonk? What's a squonk? Oh, I forgot Mothman! I forgot Mothman. Stop voting. Stop voting. I forgot Mothman. A poll's already active. How do I end a poll? How do I end my own poll? I forgot Mothman. How do I forget Mothman? Okay, how do I end my own poll? Hey, Sunshine, can we break, please? I want to break. No! I know, I would have added Mothman. I have pizza and breakfast all set up for tomorrow. Coffee set up so I only have to put hot water in my thermos. I'm just checking if my water filter's water in right now. Water filter you can fill really easy in the morning. What? I need to Google this guy. He's so cute! He's so cute. Oh my god. I'm not gonna draw him though. But he is really cute. Maybe we'll do him later. Okay, hold on. We're redoing it. With Mothman, Fresno Nightcrawler, Bigfoot Yeti, Sea Serpent, and a Jackalope. Okay, now you guys can vote in the poll. Okay, hold on, actually. Now you guys can vote in the poll. Yeah, water, so I'm trying not to. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I really hope you don't get sick. Thank you for ending the last one. I don't know how to end my own polls, so thank you. Hi, Pravati, welcome in. Thank you so much for redeeming your daily sunray. If you see when they disappear into a puddle of tears, that's so sad. That's so sad. Who's winning in the cryptid poll? Mothman is winning? I was actually really set on Bigfoot. So I'm surprised. I'm going to vote for Bigfoot. Because I was actually really in the mood for Bigfoot. And I get a vote. Vote in the poll for which cryptid you want to draw today. Because we're going to be drawing a cryptid. It's waking up so early. Oh no! And oh! The squonk is so sad. Mothman's winning? Remember, I haven't told you guys how it's gonna look. It's only gonna be like an outline. So we'll see how we can make Mothman look good with just an outline. And rainbow in the middle. It's going to be a rainbow cryptid. In the poll, it'll pop up. It's almost done. Would you vote for Mothman, Fresno Nightcrawler, Bigfoot Yeti, Sea Serpent, or a Jackalope? Because I will count it if you vote for something. Because I don't think you got to vote because it didn't go up any numbers. Jackalope? Okay. Jackalope didn't have any votes, so it'd only increase it by 1. Okay. So now we need to find a reference for a Mothman. Okay. So let me go ahead and look up one on my iPad. And I'm going to talk to you guys while I find a good reference. Mothman silhouette. I don't want it to be too scary. Let's just do Mothman. So I might be able to find like a picture that I'll pull a silhouette from. I decided I'm going to stream my process for coming up with and making VTuber wish me luck. I wish you the best of luck. That's going to go so great. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. It's going to go fantastically. Why are people coughing? I was like, why is there a cough in this song? That was strange. I know a style I wanted to be in. Layla and I's opened a booster pack. Thank you very much. I was working on that. Peter working on it like halfway through. You can finish it, I believe. Maybe you to sleep. You're so tired. Eyes are watering. Good night. Aww. Have a great night and have a good sleep. Okay, I think I found one that I'm going to use. And we're going to fudge it a little bit. Okay. Let me go ahead and open Procreate. I know you guys can't see it yet. I'm adding in the reference first. Okay. Now I will plug it in so you can see. Oh, and then we have to do who won the thing. As per usual. I think I need to make it a little wider. Canvas, crop and resize. Need to make it a little wider. Then we're gonna hold on, we need to crop and resize more. Hold on. Okay. Let me go ahead and plug this in. Because now that I'm just cropping and resizing, you guys can see that. There we go. Okay, so who won the thingy? Layla! Whoa, by like a landslide. Layla, you are kind and funny, and I love your energy and the way you know what you want and you just get it. I love that about you. You do what you want, and I love that energy. Okay. Okay. We need to crop. Hold on. First of all, I need to put this on my iPad stand because this is just not working. This is not working. Okay, there we go. Much, much, much better. Okay. I need to crop this canvas. I need to make it a little bigger. Okay. Then we're going to move this guy because his wings are kind of big. And then his legs are going to be a little bit longer, but not by much. So we can bring the legs down just a little bit. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's a good base. Okay. Now, we're going to take our brush that we hopefully is charged. Is it charged? It's charged! Who would have thought? I actually remembered to charge my brushes. So we're going to use white because I learned from my mistake that I don't want to use black for these. And we're going to, make sure we have the right brush on first. Okay. Oop, that's very small. Oh, let me change the background too, so I can see the white. No! Gray. A darker gray. There we go. Oh. I have to make sure it's on the right layer, because if it's not on the right layer, I can't really do much. Okay. Oh, this isn't even centered. You need to be centered, sir. Okay. Now we can go to the second layer, and we can start to sketch. So it goes up a little bit. Hold on. I need a reference of a moth. Hold on. I'm going to put you guys somewhere for a second while I find a reference picture of a moth. Hold on. 1 second. We'll redo the maze so someone else can win. And I'll say 3 nice things about you. Moth wings. We'll do this one, because that seems to be the shape. Okay. Okay, I was able to find the picture really quickly. Okay, so now we're going to go to reference and turn that on and use an image, an import image. Okay. You guys chose the hardest one. You guys chose the absolutely hardest one. Okay, does that look kind of like a moth wing? I think it looks kind of like a moth wing. Then we're going to have 2 legs. Then we'll have that leg. And then we'll refine that second shape, because that second shape is whoof. Let's start from the top. Okay, that shape didn't work either. Let's go ahead and try this again. I wish I could just... Oh, wait, hold on. I actually can't do that. Hold on. Selection tool. Oops. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Copy and paste. Paste. Hello. Copy. Paste. We're going to flip this horizontal. I'm going to put it right there. There we go. Then we'll just erase that. And then we'll get the head and then the arms. And then hi Vegas, welcome in. How are you doing? We are working on the sketching part of Mothman. Okay, there we go. What are you up to? Okay, I now we have our general shape. So now let me turn off this layer. Apparently I got a little carried away over here. I think that was pretty darn good. So let's go ahead and merge these all together. And then we'll make him a rainbow. No, oh God, no. Oh God, no. I'm not that talented. That was done by a very talented cover artist. Hold on, I'm stretching real quick. What just happened? I can't see what's going on. Why would you do things when I can't see? Ah! I was stretching. Vegas! 11 months! Thank you for the resub. Woot woot. Okay. So now we gotta make this guy rainbow. So, first we have to... Well, hold on, before I do that. Oh, well that didn't help. Okay. Okay. And then we're also going to fill in the line work. Okay. Also, please go follow Vegas. They're going to start streaming soon. And it would be lovely and awesome if you were following them. They're going to play games and they're going to do art. And eventually they're going to do ASMR when they get the materials and things. Can't wait to start. If it was for you guys in sunshine, I don't think I would have even started trying, so I appreciate you all. We appreciate you! Thank you for the big shout out. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm super excited. I'm super, super excited for their streams. Okay. So now that we have the basics, I'm just refining the sketch a little bit. Mostly just coloring it in just a little bit thicker. Because this is just a sketch brush. And then we'll go in with those rainbow colors. And I kind of want to keep it cohesive because I did another rainbow drawing this morning that I really want to show you guys. So as soon as I finish doing the line work, I'll show you guys that other one that I made this morning that I'm going to try to match like vibe-wise. Okay. So we're going to go here. And this is the one that I worked on this morning. I am in love with it. I think it's so cute. I still need to work on a background for it. And like details and all that kind of stuff. But the basics of the main thing is done. And I'm super, super happy with it. So, we're going to go ahead and make a new palette based on this guy. So what I'm going to do is we're going to select, and then we're just going to put it in there. And obviously they're all going to be slightly different, but this will at least get the basics in there. Wait, I just want to make sure. Yeah, that's pretty different. I might run out of room. Ooh, oops. But it's a pretty color palette, so I know I'll use it for a lot of things. Okay. I think that's good. Now we're going to go back. Now I want to add in the eyes, maybe. I'm not sure if I want to add in the eyes. I think I'll add those in with details later. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and grab the brushes that I want. And do it on a separate layer and clipping mask. Let's go ahead and start laying down colors. You peeking, Meep? Actually, I think I'm gonna do it around the arm. If I can get the brush small enough. That might be too small of a brush. There we go. That way the arm can be a separate color. Okay, and now we can go back up to a bigger brush. And the first time that you put down colors, they're just supposed to be flat. So not a lot of like finding exact. I need a better thing to hold my iPad, but I do not have one. I guess I do have one in my living room, but not on me. I want a lighter orange. Okay, so that'll be that side. And then for this side, I want to do more blues. So I think I want, do I want the body to be blue? Let's go ahead and get some of that. There we go. Now we can go bigger. Yeah, too big. And then I'm going to transition it into blue. bubbly boo. So astute. What is everyone up to today? And what is everyone's favorite cryptid? I know we talked about cryptids on the channel before. But I want to talk about them some more. I keep wanting to like blend out the colors, but that's not what we're doing right now. We're putting down flat colors, and then I'm going to go back through in another layer. And then I'm going to add in all the details and the blending and all that kind of stuff. Hi, Lavender Moon. Welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. That emote is so cute. Oh, I followed the person who makes that emote. That's so cute. Welcome in. What are you up to? What's your favorite cryptid? I just watching the stream while defrosting my freezer. How is that going, Layla? Please tell me there is not a puddle at your feet. I'm slightly concerned. Maybe more than slightly. Also, thank you for the flower, Lavender. Oh, thank you for the follow! I wasn't going to talk, but I saw a mod using emote someone I follow, so it must be a company. Oh, yay! Well, if you want to stay in a lurk, that is totally fine. Lurkers are welcome here. Sorry if I pulled you out of a lurk. There might be under the freezer though, but I tucked a towel under the freezer though because Mel told me to. Mel is onto something. You're working for 30 more minutes and then you're done, then you're free. I'm so excited for you. Hold on, I need to put this somewhere other than here because I can't press hard enough. And this brush, you have to use a lot of pressure. I opened my freezer now to get the cold out. Apparently it's still very cold in there. Oh no! So it's not defrosting. It's more just melting. Well, I guess melting is defrosting. But not in the way that you want it to be. Okay, just gotta lay flat colors down. Just keep having to remind myself of that. This is just flat colors. This is just about flat color. We'll get back to details. It's okay. Open. Hopefully it's getting defrosted faster now. Woo! I hope so too. Not that big, Jesus. I just really want to use all these brushes at like max. Okay. And then basically one wing is all blue. And that's not very balanced because all the other colors are on the other wing. So I think I need to get some more greens in here. And then move the lighter blue down. And we'll also get some greens on the face. We'll do greens and then blend them into yellows. Is the playlist ending? Yes. No! Why is the content not available? I don't know why the content isn't available, but apparently it's not. Alright, let's see if this one's available. Nope. Okay, so we'll just go back to the other playlist. I don't know why that's happening. I cared about you till I didn't. That's also vision. Thought you about you. Felt good about you. Okay. And then these, I'm gonna make this one orange. And then this one. Okay, so I think those are going to be the flat colors. And now we get to go crazy with blending. I think I'm going to X out of the reference for now. I want to have some pink on the bottom of this foot. I don't lift my pencil in time because I'm like, ooh, I like that. And then I like overdo it. And I'm like, ah, shit. I do. I do a lot of tarot. We're also currently coloring in a flower tarot on stream. We did the first card, not of the deck, but just in general, the moon card. We colored that in, I think, last week or the week before. But yes, we love tarot. Oh, you're allowed to curse as much as you want here, but the B word is censored, just for personal reasons. But other than that, you're good to repost it as long as you take the B word out. But other than that, you're good. Sorry, I know it's a weird rule. It's just one word. You can say any other word. Perfect. Love that. I'm thinking of starting to allow it because I've gotten better with it. But yeah. What other witchy stuff do you like? We also collect crystals. And we do pendulum readings as well as tarot readings, oracle readings, and we also do spells from time to time. And sigils. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. My cat was struggling. Ah! Now apparently my iPad's struggling. I do all the witchy things. I'm pretty okay at astrology. I used to be better. Ooh. What's your star sign? We're a Libra sun, a Taurus moon, and a Sag rising. I'm an Aries sun, Gemini moon, and Taurus rising. Ooh. No, you're good. I'm a Libra. We are a Libra. And we're very indecisive, so we feel like it fits. Libra is so sweet. Unless you make them mad, they never forgive you. That's correct to a certain extent, I feel. We definitely hold grudges, but we don't hold grudges for, like, at least I don't hold grudges unless it's for a very good reason. Okay, we're going to bring out the blender brush. Can't relate. I bite. Not really. I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. This one is definitely not coming along as easy as the Nessie was. I wish it would come along easier. What chronic illness do I have that makes you pass out? I have POTS! I need to update that. Because now I have the diagnosis of POTS. And I have a few other chronic health conditions. And autoimmune disorders. It basically means my body attacks itself. Potsy? Yes. Are you a fellow Potsy? I do not mind you asking at all. You got diagnosed in August? I got diagnosed in May of last year. But I've had a really bad experience with it since June of 2020. When I've passed out my whole life and they've never been able to find out what it was. But when I was in high school, I used to pass out a lot. And they never knew what it was. They thought it was anemia, which it was not. But when it was at its worst, which was 2020, I was passing out like 100 times a day. Which obviously is not conducive to, living well. But we have a few Potsy people in this community. And chronic illness people. I also have a connective tissue disorder. They think I have EDS, which is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Yo, I'm waiting to see how we can test for EDS. It's a genetic test. So all the genetic testing centers in my state weren't testing for it. And I'm now on a wait list for a genetic test. My POTS is either caused by HDEDS or long COVID. I have no idea what mine was caused by because I've had mine my whole life. So I think I was just blessed. I actually didn't start having POTS symptoms until after I got COVID the first time, but I'm also very hypermobile and feel like my joints are 99 when I'm 26. Valid. Valid. My partner also has POTS, and a few of my mods, not POTS, EDS, and a lot of my mods have POTS or EDS or a mixture of both. And it's always interesting to me because there's so many different types of EDS. It's so interesting to me to see how each one like interacts with people differently, and each one shows itself differently and not perceives itself differently, portrays itself. I forget the words. Yep, Vegas girl. Yeah, chronic illness baddies. Yeah, the symptoms are all different. Stream Elements is landing today. Goodness. Okay, I want it to be more like, you see how this gradient's like really smooth? I want it to be more like this. Which it's getting there, but it's not there yet. I don't know how to... I'm getting frustrated. And I don't know why I'm getting frustrated. We can start to work on the details, though. We can do that. Ooh, let me go ahead and actually put on mirror symmetry. Hold on. I'm really bad at moons. Ooh, there we go. Might have gotten one. Nope. Needed a little bit skinnier. I just can't get that moon right. Did I finally make a moon? Did I finally make a moon? The moon's too big, but I finally made a moon. Can you ask questions about DID? Of course you can. Of course you can. We are an open book. Oh, hold on. Do you lose gaps in your memory? If so, do you fill them, switching from one altar to another? Yes, I do have gaps in my memory. That's called amnesia. If so, how do you fill them? So different systems do it different ways. We try to do memory sharing. It's kind of like telling a story just to the other person. And them like watching your memories and like fast forward kind of. But it doesn't always work. And you don't get like specifics. It just, you get a general idea of what you were doing, but you don't know exactly what you're doing. But that's because we have really good communication. And that's with a lot of therapy. So not a lot of systems have that. But we are very lucky because we've had a really good therapist. Damn, that was a really good moon. Very proud of myself for that one. Also, we used to, when our memory wasn't as good. Thank you. I appreciate the support. When we weren't as good with communication, we would take really good notes on our phone. And we would like schedule out our day and calendar block. We still calendar block, but we would look back at our calendar and see what the calendar block had said that we've did, or said that we've done, and then we had an idea of what we were up to. We also used to do a whole lot of video diaries. And we would also tell our friends what we were up to, and then we would tell the next altar that came out, hey, I just told so-and-so what we did, go ahead and ask them. And eventually, altars just knew to ask, like, a specific group of friends, hey, what were we just doing? To kind of, like, remember what we were up to. Now, if it's, like, a long span of time that an altar hasn't fronted, like, if it's been, like, a week, a month, a year, that's a little more difficult. But they look through pictures on our phone. They look through messages that we've sent to people. and then videos that we've taken, and then our calendar. And that normally fills in the gaps as much as it can. We used to keep a pretty detailed diary too, but we don't anymore. Ah, shit. I forgot to do the drawing assist, so now I have to repeat all of what I just did. Hello, I'm back. I called my mom. Ooh, I hope the conversation went well. How do you decide who fronts? There are lots of DID people in the community, by the way, and OSDD people in the community, which is otherwise specified dissociative disorder. There are 2 types that we know of. There might be more. And one is less amnesia, and then one type is less distinct alters. But how do we decide who fronts? We don't. They just kind of do. We have a system that lost my train of thought. We have a system where if we call a certain altar's name, like enough times, it'll force them to the front. But that is not the norm, and it doesn't always work. It went great. We always talked for like an hour, even though I just called her to ask me to ship my mic back to me, so I should ship again. Oh, I'm glad it went well. Remember when Mothman is coming out great, by the way? Thank you! Okay, I think we should do some shading. I don't know why this isn't showing up. It should be showing up. Maybe you should put it above this layer. Oh, that works much better. I don't know what layer that's on. Oh, it's on this layer. Hello? Why can't I draw on this layer? Oh, it's because I'm on the eraser. I know what I'm doing. I'm a streamer. I'm an artist. I totally know what I'm doing. That happens to me is so distressing personally, so I don't do that. I just like whoever is matching front. We're so used to it at this point, it doesn't even bother us. And then for these two layers, I'm going to Gaussian blur them. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to go back over this with black. Why is it not doing it? Okay, now I'm not on. Oh, that's why. There we go. You're on a six stream streak and doing so good. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Do we like it with a line art or do we like it without? There we go. Do we like it without the line art or with? I don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of feeling without. But with all the other line art, it seems kind of out of place. I'm also not sure about these. I kind of just like it like that. So with would be that. And without would be this. Yeah, I'd like it without too. So now we have a Nessie and a Mothman. I like it. tired. I might do this though. Now it looks more like Butterfly Man. Never mind. I was like, maybe we'll do that. But then it looks like Butterfly Man, not Mothman. I don't know how to do the eyes without making it... He looks unfinished, and I don't know why. Also, the gradients aren't as gradienting. I like that a little better. I like it more with. Does that look cool or what? That looks dope. Okay. Currently, my iPad is not responding. 1 second. It did this earlier. I think I just need to restart my iPad. Okay, there we go. What the hell happened there? Hold on. There's a random white thing right here that I have to erase. What happened? There's like 1 pixel left, and I can't find it. There we go. Found it. Why aren't things... Oh, it'd be helpful if I would stop being on eraser. That would be really helpful. There we go, we'll do that. I think we finished them. My friend just really hurt my feelings. I'm kind of reeling, so I might be quiet for a little. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope they apologize soon. But it's okay to be quiet. I would definitely let them know. But you're not looking for advice. So, if you want advice, feel free. If someone hurts your feelings, always tell them. Okay. I think we finished. I think that's good. What does everyone think? I know it's small. I'm also feeling rough right now. But I left the chat and now I'm sad, so. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I hope you can find some happiness here. I'm gonna try to find a noise brush. Like grain. Now I think I'll put this back up here. Ooh, that noise brush added a nice texture that I liked. What one am I on? I really like that texture. I just think I'm gonna put it on everything. I like that texture. I wonder what Nessie would look like with noise. Hold on. Oh, that's like so nice. Yes. Love the noise brush. I think they're done. I might work on these a little more. Hold on. Hold on. No, I want that layer. Oh, I forgot I was using the noise brush. Okay, I like that. I wonder if I can move this down. Okay. I like that. I think it's done. What do we think? What if I made this as part of our merch shop? like this and Nessie, like once I have this whole thing, like what if I made these guys like stickers or a t-shirt or something? Okay, then I think we are done with stream for today. Speaking of the shop, there's new things in there. Just as an aside. Let's go ahead and raid Tatter. Shall we? Oopsies. Things are falling. Oh, there apparently is no signal anymore, so let's go ahead and move here. Things are falling. Hold on. And let's go ahead and read. Is it 2 L's or 1 L? 1 L. What? I spelled it right. Apparently I did not. There we go. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Let's go say hi to Tatter. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while I made Rainbow Little Mothman. I love you guys a lot. I hope you're having a wonderful sunny time zone wherever you are, whether it's day or night. I just hope you're having a wonderful, happy time. And I hope that you have fun at Tatter's. She does lace making. And we will see you guys tomorrow, anytime between 11 and 3 EST. So, I will see you then. Love you guys so much. Boop!